We're back at the FloTrack podcast. I am Kevin. He is Gordon. The email address is flotrackpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. If you're watching live on YouTube or listening, well, however you are consuming this show, we appreciate it. Colt is producing. We're talking Valencia Marathon. We're talking Fast 5000s at BU. We're talking NXN and whatever else people want to talk about in the chat. Gordon, how was your weekend, sir?
Weekend was great. Had a lot of good times. What did I do? Friday, hung out with some friends. Saturday, friend got married. Congratulations to Trent and Smurthy.
Shout out.
Went to the wedding. Beautiful. It's in Austin, Lake Travis.
Nice.
Good time. Great dancing. You know.
Yeah. I got asked, though. I saw your video from your World Cup watch party.
Oh, yes.
You went to a restaurant, it appeared.
It was a bar.
Now, I saw the video after the result of the game was known, and it made it just look even more devastating.
Yeah.
The fact that you were crammed in with a whole bunch of people to watch a game where, for large portions of it, the U.S. was not competitive. I bet the mood was probably pretty good because you're only down 1-0.
Yeah. So there was like 1,000 people. It was at Leicester Pearl East, 1,000 people all packed together. I only put it on my Instagram story, so it's gone forever. So you only get to watch it for 24 hours.
Guys, you look miserable. He was shoulder to shoulder with people, like cheering for corner kicks. That was basically what happened.
I mean, what were you doing?
I was sitting on a comfortable couch.
That's also miserable. You're alone in your home cheering for corner kicks.
Yeah.
They both sound
Well,
miserable.
hold on. I was not in my home. I was in someone else's home sitting on a couch.
So you're an uninvited guest.
No, I was
cheering
invited.
For corner kicks.
I was invited. How dare you insinuate that I just show up unannounced?
I got
with
a
my
free
entire
koozie
family member.
out of that.
Yeah.
Because I had a cold beer in my hand and they gave me a koozie.
Okay. 9 a.m.
So
huh? Wow.
I came out a winner in my mind. Yeah, the USA went home, but I went home with a new koozie.
Yeah. Tampa Eagle says sub pod. When's it happening?
Oh, it's just it's happening.
Sub pod.
You're our sub pod.
Yeah, it's happening.
Producer.
Yeah.
you're a sub pod like
executive
producer.
Yeah.
Colt's the producer, but you're the sub pod executive producer. We're gonna do it this week or next week.
We'll have to. Well, Colt is the one really who.
Yeah, we'll
pushed the
probably do it
buttons
next
here.
week.
Without Colt, we have nothing.
Don't put this on me.
Well, no, I'm saying you're the one who your schedule matters. Our schedule.
We'll do it
doesn't.
next week.
Okay. Thank you.
Brandon says, is Gordon going to apologize on January 1st for leading us on all year about the dunk?
No,
Because
I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it? We're 3 weeks away.
I know. I still have to get the shoe. I need to get the shoes, and I have been debating on what shoes to get, whether I got the Air Jordans or the Joel Embiid shoes, because we had the podcast a few days ago with the Under Armour rep.
Yeah.
And I was trying to
Which, folks, was not designed so Gordon could try to get shoes. That was not the intention of the pod.
I was thinking maybe my hey, I could use some Joel Embiid Under Armour shoes. And I thought, after the pod, he's going to be like, hey, I heard you said you want that. Let me hook you up. Here's my email.
Didn't work. I walked him out to the parking lot. There was no mention of you.
I did not get free shoes. So
maybe you should have been the one who escorted them out.
So I might be repping the Air Jordan brand instead of Under Armour as a result.
I don't think the shoes are going to matter. I think the floor matters more.
Shoes matter.
Shoes do matter, but I don't think that's what's going to put you over the top. So it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
See it.
Yeah.
Couple weeks. My goal of benching 200, not looking great. Threw my back out last week. I'm going to give it a try, though. The plan is still a New Year's Eve max, so we'll see.
I have already planned my 2023 goal.
Yeah.
And it's even better than the dunk goal. It's another athletic goal.
Is it lacrosse related?
Related?
Dang, I screwed that up on there. Is it lacrosse related?
No, why would it be lacrosse related?
I just thought it was funny to you have a lacrosse goal. That'd be sort of random.
No.
But
no, it's
turns out it's very hard to say lacrosse related. That's tough.
Once I successfully complete the dunk, you're going to be like, there's no way you're going to get this next one. But I'm like, well, if I can dunk, I can do this.
Yeah, I can do anything. What else? You said you had something else you wanted to bring up on the pod. You said we'll talk about it. You had an idea about something.
Yeah. So this is for the chat.
Okay. Chat.
So it's December. Starting to get in the Christmas spirit. I was thinking we should do a Secret Santa.
Oh, okay. So what does the chat have to do? With
chat.
This?
We
buy gifts for the chat. Everyone in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to figure it out. But maybe we can have a pool and individuals can be in the chat, and then we could get a Google sheet, and then we'll randomize it, and then we send gifts. We'll make sure that we don't get each other.
I think you should buy them gifts.
Well, I'm not Santa.
Yeah, you're everybody's Secret Santa. That's the big reveal. Gordon buys everybody
something. You could dress up in everything, Gordon. It'd be great.
Yeah, I think you should.
What am I going to give people?
I don't know.
What's the budget? Is there a limit?
Give them that Eagles plaque.
That Eagles plaque? I was looking through my, I have this box. I call it just the place where I put all my stuff things. box.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
You should maybe shorten that.
I should shorten it. But it has basically a bunch of like 50 to 85% filled gift cards. So like I used it once, but there's still remaining balances, and they're all from all of, like I have a PacSun. I have like $4 at Target.
Dude, that's awesome. Can you get the balance though, so we actually know?
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
I can look them up all the balances, but there's like a bunch, and they're all from like random restaurants here and there. Like
That should be an ongoing thing within the show. Like we should have a contest, and then we should have a row back there of all the gift cards,
and we
or
just
up
give
here.
out. There's some good ones.
And it's like, hey, Chili's.
There is a
$5.74.
There are 2 Visa gift cards, which is just straight cash, and one of them is $200, another is $50.
Okay, well that won't go to me, and then the other ones.
That could be the last one we auction.
Yeah. Do you have any ones for like hot dog on a stick or like lids? I know you're a big mall guy.
They're all mall stores, like PacSun, like
Claire's?
Gap,
Hot Topic?
Hot Top. No, I don't have a Hot Top. No one's giving me a Hot
I don't
Topic
know.
gift
Well, I don't know
card.
how you came across all these ones. Well, who's giving you a
Spencer's
PacSun one?
gifts.
My mom, she's like, ooh, my teenage son needs a gift card.
Oh, they're that old?
Probably.
It's been a while since you've been a teenager.
Yeah.
A couple decades.
Yeah. So maybe it's like,
All right.
I have a lot of gift cards, and I'm never going to use them.
That's what I'm saying. This is a good idea.
And especially if it's like $8.32 at like a clothing store, like.
Yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm all for this. The problem is it doesn't transmit. You have to physically send the card, so you got to get addresses and then mail them and off. But no, this is a fine idea. I like this. It doesn't cost me any money, so I like it.
Well, it costs me money though.
Yeah, I know. But this money you already have. I'll pay for the stamps. How about that?
But I'd like the Secret Santa idea.
But you are Santa. You just revealed that you have this huge treasure trove of awesome gift cards
That have been half used.
Listen to this. You listen to a lot of podcasts, right?
I do.
Okay. So I just want you to put yourself in
I did my
perspective.
Spotify Wrapped, and it was all podcasts.
Okay, good.
What was your number one Spotify?
I didn't do the Spotify Wrapped, but imagine you're a listener to one of your favorite podcasts, right? Put yourself, or let's not be presumptuous. We're probably not anybody's favorite podcast, but your 4th or 5th favorite podcast.
Got it, yes.
Right? You listen frequently, and you find out that the hosts are giving a Christmas giveaway, and one of the co-hosts sends you a Pacific Sun gift card for $7.42. How would you think that'd be pretty cool, right? You'd laugh about it.
That would be pretty cool.
Like it comes in an envelope, and you do like a personalized note, like buy some 6 shades, Gordon, and you give him the PacSun gift card. Okay. Think how much joy you'll be spreading to the
Christmas
listeners.
joy.
Yeah, you'd be spreading a ton of Christmas joy if you sent out these gift cards.
All right.
And then they'd have a story to tell like the one other person in their life who might have heard of the show.
Okay.
But probably not.
But then they got to use it though. They got to actually purchase something with the gift card. It can't go back.
It's up to them. Maybe they re-gift it. Maybe it just keeps going on and on.
Gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it's a butterfly effect, but with a Pacific Sun gift card.
All right, we'll workshop what we're gonna do for Christmas. We had the gift card idea, Gordon's gift card giveaway, and then we have Secret Santa, maybe something else.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Patrick says Gordon buys us gifts with his world champ gambling winnings, but Anthony said if Gordon would buy us gifts with his winnings, then we wouldn't get any gifts. So.
What are you talking about? I won $600.
I thought it was 200.
No, 600.
Did it appreciate?
No, I got 600.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, well then you're on the hook now. You should have said you don't have any money, man.
I'm up 400 because I lost $200 from the Olympics.
Okay. Losing 200 was from the Olympics. Gotcha. Yeah. All right, now I get it. Beef Boy says y'all are my favorite podcast. Props to you.
Yes. He's getting a gift card.
He's just.
That's all. He's just
making a move for the gift card.
The amount of
He's got any Ruth Chris gift cards in there?
I do probably have a.
What's the most random one?
I got like an Outback Steakhouse gift card probably.
Okay.
That's random.
That's not too random. Stores wise, like do you have a Cinnabon?
I don't know. I gotta look into it.
Are you saying there's like more than 10?
Maybe.
It's awesome. I think I need to take a look because I know I have a Chili's one floating around somewhere, and the chances of me like remembering that I have one in the event that no disrespect to Chili's, I'm probably not gonna use it. So maybe we can make a pool.
I will say this.
Yeah.
No, I'll save it for when if we do the gift card thing because there was another idea I had for these gift cards that wasn't involving this podcast.
Yeah.
It was more involving me, but I'm gonna have to pick and choose whether or not to do.
What type of mood you're in, I guess.
So what I thought about doing is taking all these gift cards, right? Because they're all different restaurants, stores, whatever. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go on a date with someone, and the date was we go and spend all these gift cards down to zero as fast as possible. And so we like force ourselves to go to Target and buy an ice cream cone.
So you're going to try that? That's not bad either.
It's like the gift card date.
If you were like a
it's like
full-on
funny because you're getting weird things. You know?
If you are a full-on YouTuber, really committed to creating content, that's what
like,
you do.
I went on a date with just gift cards. Yeah.
Just gift cards from 10 years
From
ago.
10
That's a really good video idea.
Yeah.
So
problem is you got to get a date.
yeah.
That's tough for you. But the gift cards you already have.
Yeah.
So
now the chat want my gift cards, or does
would you actually do that though and film it so we all could enjoy it? You wouldn't actually do that.
I mean, I would actually do it. Maybe I wouldn't film it, but I would actually do it.
We got to film it, right? We got to need graphics and stuff.
They're not going to want to sign a release on that. They're not. Like, we don't want people see.
Macaroni Grill. The manager does not want to sign
So
up
we're just
on
getting an appetizer because we have 11:45 on this one.
Dude, gift cards are so. I saw something. I didn't realize it. For the businesses, it's great.
Yeah, you make so much money.
Because you never spend the exact amount.
I'm their number one customer, just not spending their money.
Yeah, and then if you do spend it, you're going to go over by at least a cent. So then that's one more cent that they didn't have that they make. So didn't realize. You know, for a while their gift cards expired. Then they made some law that said that they couldn't. I don't know if it's true in every state. I know in California they made a rule that like gift cards couldn't expire.
Oh,
so, big victory for consumers.
Yes,
and for potentially this podcast. All right. You're doing this.
Let's talk about track.
You're doing a hand
Let's talk
motion.
about people running in circles.
No,
let's
talk about people running a marathon first.
Okay, straight lines.
Yes, a lot of straight lines in Valencia. Fast times as anticipated. These times were nuts, Gordon, absolutely nuts, but not by the people who we thought would run them. On the men's side of things, Kelvin Kiptum, just 23 years old, runs 2:01:53, puts him behind only Kipchoge and Bekele all time. His second half split 60-15. 60-15. That was Kelvin Kiptum closing out this thing. And then on the women's side, Amani Bariso runs 2:14:58. That's the third fastest in history. For a while, it looked like she was on world record pace. Now I want to start first with Bariso because this was a big upset. We had talked about Gaudet comes in as the 5,000 meter world record holder, 10,000 meter world record holder, half marathon world record holder, going onto this super fast course. She runs 2:16:49, right? She breaks the debut record, a time that many people thought she could exceed. People were talking world record, but still a crazy fast time, but ends up getting beat by almost 2 minutes by someone who's way off the radar. Way off the radar. Bariso, 31 years old. Her PB before was 2:20. I mean, this was a crazy, crazy race. I guess it just speaks to the marathon right now that you can have someone like Gaudet go in there, debut, run really fast, and then get beat by 2 minutes by someone who was on nobody's pre-race picks at all.
Yeah, this race was exactly what the women's marathon era has been like. We see new faces join the elite category, race after race after race. We talk about the top 25 marks all time or all from the past few years. Now you have more new. We thought the next new name was Gaudet, but actually it wasn't. There's two new names coming in. How do you say your last name again?
Bariso.
And
Kiptum, yeah.
And Gaudet and Chepkuri ran well. I mean, third place was two. They were third and fourth place were running sub 2:18.
Yeah.
So this was, and someone was Tadu's born in 2001. How was that?
Yeah. Well, he had 7 under 219. Born in 2001.
Yeah. 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you're running
Bariso's
2:17s.
Yeah, Bariso's the most, unpredictable here. The most surprising.
Yeah.
She had run a bunch of marathons before. Didn't run a bunch during COVID. Didn't really run at all. Had like no results during COVID. Had a good run in Mexico City, which was like at altitude, so that's hard to figure out. But there was no indication that she was going to run this fast. She broke away hour 55 or so into the race. And this was an interesting twist on this. I want to get your opinion on it. She broke away from the pack, which included a lot of male pacemakers who were set to run with Gaudet to get the world record, around the world record, because they were halfway at 67:18. So they were right on track to get it. And the rabbits stayed with Gaudet. They stayed with Gaudet. Now, Bariso had other people to run down because there was men that she could chase and run with. But the large group of pacemakers stayed with Gaudet. Now, they're just doing their job, right?
What's their job?
Probably run with Gaudet. Hey, run with Gaudet. Because there's no way they knew that Bariso was capable of running this fast. So if they go with Bariso and then the next mile or something, she falls apart and they got to go back. I just thought it was.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah. What did you think of this? It's sort of a strange setup here.
Yeah, I mean, it's very. The Pacers are coming in with a plan, and they know like this is the woman you're trying to help. This is the plan, and you're always told never veer from the plan. And sometimes Pacers try to adjust, and they're like, no, you're paid to do what you want to do. I remember there's a Pacer who at a Diamond League 1500 or mile, he was asked to pace the 1500 at a certain time. No one wanted to run with him. So he ended up running like 40 meters ahead of the group. And I remember talking to him, and he was like, it was his first time ever pacing in like an international race. He's like, I think I screwed up. It's like, no, you were told to run this time.
Yeah.
The rest of the field chose not to go with you. That's their fault, not your fault. So your job is to run what you're asked to do. And these Pacers are like, your job was to help G'day.
Yeah.
Not a random athlete at the time who's now not random anymore.
Third
because
best
she
in
just
history.
ran third fastest time. So
yeah. Well, also, or your allegiance could be to the clock, right? If they said, hey, hit this split through 30K or this split through 35K, then they're just going to run it regardless of who's around. But since the marathon is longer than a 1500 or a 5000, if there's only one or two people left, the rabbits aren't just going to march off by themselves. They're not going to do like with the situation you described. It's not really going to happen on the roads, but it was strange. I saw quotes from her coach afterwards saying that, she could have got the world record potentially if she had the rabbits with her. I don't know. I mean, the way she was running, you wouldn't bet against anything. But it was just so strange that I think G'day ran this race the way I thought she would, because we had an over-under on the half. You said 67, I think. And I think I said slightly under. She ran slightly over, but she went out fast. She went out fast enough. They were right around world record pace. And she slowed. And she slowed in the back half. Again, fell apart a bit the last mile or two to get to 2:16. But her first time around to open with a 2:16.49 is mighty, mighty impressive. I don't think it says anything other than she's going to be great at the marathon. The problem was you just have this person completely out of nowhere for her running 2:4. Like, you don't script that. You don't plan for that. So I think if it was just G'day running that time, you'd say, oh, okay, that's a solid time. Maybe people thought she could have gone faster, but it's her first marathon. She'll probably be favored to get a world record the next time. You just didn't count on Barriso being there because nobody thought Barriso was going to be there.
Yeah, do you think there's anything G'day could have done differently?
No, I mean, I guess she could have slowed a bit in the first half, but then I think Barriso would have closed quicker. If someone's going to beat you by almost 2 minutes and they put 2 minutes on you in the last 20 minutes, because about 1:55 is when she moved away. No, they were just better on the day. I think the one thing Barriso had over G'day was experience. She'd run a bunch of marathons. G'day hadn't, and that's where we're at. So I'm interested to see what Barriso does now. You throw her name into all these other names. I mean, historically, this is just crazy.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
How many women do you think have broken 2:19 in the marathon all time? It's 41.
I was going to say 36.
It's 41.
Okay.
How many of those 41 women did it this year? Their PRs from this year.
How many of the 41 women who have broken 2:19
have run their PR this year?
30?
23. That's 56%.
Yeah.
Of the history of the world has happened this year.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw in 2021, 2020, 2019, all the way back from 2017 to now, makes up for 92% of the top 41 marks all time. 92%, 38. Only 3 women have their PR that have run a sub 2:19.
Yeah.
And it is Radcliffe. Can you name the 3?
Their PR comes from, Koskai.
Koskai? No, Koskai is 2019.
Oh, wait, before 2019.
No.
Reset that for me.
Okay, reset it.
Yeah.
38 of the 41 PRs
have come
from 2017 to present.
Okay, yeah.
3 women have a PR prior to 2017 that are in the top 41. Can you name the 3?
Radcliffe?
Yes.
Is it Catherine Andareba? Did she break it?
Yes. 2001.
And then
I'll give you the year. 2012. April.
2012.
Rotterdam.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Tiki
Galana. I was actually going to guess her. You're not going to believe that, but I actually was going to guess
I believe you.
I mean, she was good in the Olympics, too.
And then if you even go higher, like a more of elite, you take the top 12 PBs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are from this year.
Yeah.
Top 12 lifetime PBs ever run. 8 of them are from this year.
Yeah. Well, we knew this was going to be, even after the spring, just wait for it. And then the fall happened. You're like, all right, just wait for it. And then we knew Valencia was going to be the cherry on top of the year. Because that's the first time we've had 7 under 219 in a race. I mean, 219, again, used to always win these races. And now you have it, they're 4 minutes behind the winner, getting 7th. And the weather was perfect, right? Out there, Valencia's super fast. You don't discount those things. Obviously, shoes are playing a big factor. People are going to talk about the potential PED stuff, but you don't know who is and who isn't, right? You can say everybody's out there doing that. I mean, even the most cynical, I think, would say that not everybody's doing it. It's such a huge number of performances and depth, and I think part of it is for the women. This has been happening like this. It took a little bit. It took to 2022 for it to get going. The men, it's been quick this year, but it hasn't been as fast as the women. Their response in this era came a little bit earlier, like in previous years.
Talking about the men.
Yeah.
Kelvin Kiptum, sub 202, third man ever to do it. Born in 1999. How old is that?
He's 21.
21. No, he's 23.
23? Oh, sorry. Yes, 23.
23.
Yeah.
His birthday was 3 days ago. So happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
Hell of a way to celebrate your first year in the 23s by going sub. It'll be cool if he said sub 203 at age 23, but he went sub 202 at age 23. What are your thoughts on this? Is it... Here's the man. Should Kipchoge fear him?
No.
The guy is only less than a minute behind him.
No.
Third fastest man. He's only 23 years old.
Kipchoge should fear no man.
Are you sure? I mean,
sure.
201, that doesn't grow on trees, bro.
Kipchoge goes to Marvel movies and looks at it and goes, it's fine. I can handle that. That's no problem. He's great. There's a lot of people who've done it not this fast, but a lot of people have run really fast in one. Can you do it again and again and again?
Hold on. Not a lot of people have run really fast in one. Only 3 men have ever broken 202.
No, but I'm saying look at the 202 list. Like before, who was the third best of all time? Like Legasse or someone?
Yeah, but it was 202.48.
Yeah, but that was back when he was running that when Kipchoge was running slower as well, too. So I'm saying it's consistency in the marathon as well. And this, again, he's a huge talent, don't get me wrong. And if you said, is he the second best guy out there? Is he a threat for everybody else? Absolutely. It's just Kipchoge's on a completely different level. Let's not discount how crazy fast this course is. Let's not discount how great the conditions were and just how much magic can happen there. This guy's 58-minute half marathoner as well too. His second half was insane. To go 60 on the second half is crazy. So I'm putting a marker on him. Obviously going to pay attention to him moving forward. I don't think Kipchoge is afraid. He's not staying up late watching Valencia replays.
He's just putting a marker on. The guy debuted in 201, bro.
Yeah. That's the world we live in.
That's not the world we live in.
Yeah.
We haven't been in that world.
Yeah. No, it's the world we live in now. Like on a different day.
Show me another guy who's doing this.
Well, on a different day, whoever got second and was a minute behind could have run that time. I'm saying this on this course with these conditions with this group of athletes. Yeah.
I think
okay, so are you saying this time's going to hold up through next year? You think he'll still be number 3 all time next year?
Yeah.
2 years from now? 5 years from now?
I think he'll lower the time.
No, but I'm saying this specific performance, other than himself being the time.
This specific performance, no one else is going to break 202.
You're buying Kelvin Kiptum stock is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. Load up on
23 years old, makes a debut.
Yeah.
That's so raw. That's like the greatest floor we've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's just starting his career, and he's starting at what's your PB? It's 201-ish. Are you kidding me? The guy's 23. His prime is 7 years away.
You don't know. It's a marathon. It's weird. You're getting lulled into this idea of there's going to be this perfect progression just because that's what Kipchoge did. I'm saying he was great. He took me by surprise. The time took me by surprise too. I thought it would be fast. I didn't think I'd see sub 201 in this race. But we
sub
need
202, you mean?
Sub 202, excuse me. We need to see more though. We need to see.
So if he goes out in London,
yeah,
maybe London's too close, but like this next or wherever, and runs 202.10.
Yeah, or even just wins. If he goes to a major and just wins again, I'll be fully convinced. I'm not saying he's going to beat Kipchoge.
Will that scare Kipchoge?
Why are we using that as a standard? Can this guy beat Kipchoge? That's really a tall order.
I mean,
can you beat the greatest marathoner of all time in his prime? Can you do that? If not,
hear me out. I'm going to predict. It's at the end of the year, we're planning on doing the way too early 2023 predictions.
Well, not way too early because it'll be the next week, the next year.
Yeah, but we're going to make our 2023 predictions.
Yeah, predictions.
Well, I'm doing one right now.
Okay.
I'm putting one in the bank. I'm going to repeat this prediction on the New Year's Eve podcast that we do.
You might forget it by then, but okay. I give you credit for thinking you'll remember it.
Kelvin Kiptum. He's going to run Kiptum. Sorry. Kelvin Kiptum. He's going to run a spring marathon, and he's going to win it.
Yeah.
He'll run like 202 low. And then he's going to run New York City.
Oh, okay.
Against Kipchoge.
Yeah.
Kipchoge coming off his Boston Marathon victory.
Okay, I like it.
And everyone will be like, Kipchoge's going to win. And this guy, who you were doubting on December 5th, 2022, is going to make you eat your words.
Yeah.
And he's going to ruin the swan song of New York City for Kipchoge. And beat him at New York City 2023.
Fair prediction. Again, I'm not discounting. I'm just saying Kipchoge is not fearing him. That's what you asked me. Cliff says, good point here. Goulet Adola debuted at 2:03:46. Then second marathon in London was 2:32.
Okay.
A lot of people,
I can do that. I mean,
a lot of people can do it once. And this sort of flies against the whole Gaudet analysis, because with the Gaudet analysis, what I'm saying is, this is a good benchmark. Like, she'll improve from there. But also, with Gaudet, it's like she's proven in the half and proven track runner. You know where she's going to be. With some of these debuts where the time is just so quick, there's just not a guarantee they're going to be able to do it.
I just say yes. A lot of people can do it once, but those people who do it once, they're running 203s or 202 highs. We've obviously, I think we're just using that. People have flash in the pan moments, which I get. That is part of the sport.
202 high and 203 used to be as shocking as a 201 high. That's what you're forgetting.
I don't think it's fair to say that all 201s now are just equivalent to 19 are equivalent to 2017 202s. I feel like
2017 202s. Well, in 2017 there was one 202 and it was a world record from 2014. What do you mean? You're saying
you just like to dismiss it because people are faster. So being fast doesn't matter anymore.
I'm saying you're putting a little bit too much on that it's 201.57. I think if the guy ran 202.07, if you ran 10 seconds slower,
you're right.
You would not be
I would not be this
intoxicated
for sure.
with his potential.
For sure.
And I think
I'm infatuated by seeing the one.
I'm a big believer in that course, that city, whatever they're doing in Valencia. Yeah. It makes people run really fast. So I'm excited to see what he does.
Imagine a 23-year-old American running 201.53.
Well, people ask about the Americans. Albertson dropped out. Excuse me.
We would flip.
Well, if anyone ran 201, we would flip. It doesn't matter how old they are.
23. That means graduated. Who just graduated? I guess it'd be Connor Mance, but Connor Mance is older. Who's like a raw 23-year-old right now? American. Just graduated. Olin Hacker. Imagine Olin Hacker just ran a 201.53 marathon. That'd be wild. Olin Hacker. Speaking of Olin Hacker.
We're not ready to transition.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Hold on. I kind of want to know where you're going with this.
To be honest, I didn't know where I was going with it. I was going to find a way to get to where I was trying to get to. Though.
Okay. Yeah, no, don't do that.
I was going to do a little train of connections to get to the next subject point.
Brandon says Kiptum himself laughed and said no when asked if he was ready to take on Kipchoge.
That's what you say. That's the right thing to say.
Yeah, he's playing the long game here.
He wants to make him think. He wants Kipchoge to think he's scared.
Yeah.
When really he's planning.
A lot of people ask about doping. I mean, listen. Is it possible? Yes. Right? Do you know anything more than anybody else? No. I mean, we can't sit up here and be like, this person for sure is and this person for sure isn't. No one's sure either way, I think there's just like this trend out there of if you're not like raising the red flag immediately, that means your head is in the sand. It's like, no, we're aware that it could happen. But also at the same time, I don't think it's fair just to immediately say specifically this person or that person. What are the odds that someone from this era gets busted for doping?
Likely.
Yeah. But you don't know who it is, right? So that's a tough path to go down. And obviously, with all the positives that have been coming out from Kenya, they're on everyone's radar as well too. But I don't know. That's part of following the sport, is being aware of that stuff, and you're never going to be surprised by any of it. But as the results come in, you can, I guess, make your own judgments about what you think. All right. What do we got? Oh, someone says Owen was a 7th-year senior, so not 23. So your analogy was wrong.
Well, I didn't have a good segue using Olin Hacker.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to go like, speaking of Owen Hacker, he once won NXN.
No, it's find a way to connect it to BU.
Oh, okay. Do you want to talk about BU next?
Yeah, let's talk about BU. We'll end with the high school kids.
How many people could have run Kiptum's 5K pace who ran at BU?
What is that?
I don't know. We don't need to do that. Math.
Okay.
It's fine.
Then why'd you bring it up?
I was doing a Gordon there.
Oh, okay.
I was doing it. Let's go on a completely nonsense
Gordonism?
tangent. No, it's not even a Gordonism. It's just let's go on a complete tangent that gets us nowhere. What did you do?
You're saying my tangents get us nowhere?
Well, they had a Safa Powell thing where you wanted to say he had run 97 sub-10s in his
made
career.
Up a math problem.
So you're like, what's 102? And you were like, what's 102 minus 5? I said 97. And
it was fun.
there needed to be something more there. You needed to put a hat on your hat.
Okay.
There.
I'll work on it. Let's talk about the 5K.
That's an improv
Men or women
line.
first?
Ladies
first.
He's got women up there first. Annie Rodenfels. I called it on the show.
You
I
did?
said, Annie Rodenfels, watch out for her. She wins these types of races. She ran away from this thing in about little less than a mile. She runs 15:08. Caitlin Tuohy got second, 15:15. Hilda Olamomoy of Alabama was third, 15:17. And then Mercy Chalanga was close behind. Rodenfels, look out for her this indoor season. Tuohy, that moves her to number 9 on the NCAA list. Natalie Cook, what Natalie Cook run in this race? There she is. She ran 15:24. That's a American U20 indoor record.
Yeah, we got a clip from the race. You guys can check out the race on YouTube. I uploaded it on Sunday. But yeah, Rodenfels, there was no one even with her, basically, the last part of this race.
Yeah, she ran away. Like once Coburn and Danny Jones were rabbiting, once Coburn stepped off, there was a little bit of time where there was some people around, and then Rodenfels just completely went for it and broke this thing wide open.
Yeah.
Wasn't close.
And then when you look at the field overall, obviously Rodenfels kind of blew away from everyone else, but like it was pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm looking at the top 16 marks now going at the 5K.
Mm-hmm.
The 16th fastest time is now 15:43.98.
Yeah.
15:43. So, you got to feel for McKenna Lee of BYU. She runs 15:45 at BU, and she's not even in the top 16.
Yeah. After one meet, right? And it's going to get a little bit faster. How much faster? We don't know, because sometimes a lot of these times are going to hold up through a big chunk of the season. But yeah, look at, man, Olamomoy. I told you off the cross. Like, she's the one I was watching going into next year. To run 15:17, we've seen a lot of people go do really well in cross and then carry the momentum over to this race. But that's some speed for her. Again, this will be her first indoor season at the D1 level after transferring over from a JUCO. So watch out for her indoors.
Yeah, and then Natalie Cook, the freshman, U20 record, right?
Yeah, yep.
15:24. As you now see all basically the rest of the field coming in. You see Caitlin Tuohy congratulating Rodenfels. There's Natalie Cook coming across the line. They put it all out there. It's kind of wild seeing, this much depth in a December race.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to see it. Obviously, it's coming off of cross country, seeing all those workouts, paying not just for a great cross country performance, but a great start to your indoor track season.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any surprises? I thought I guess you could say Olamomoy getting second is the biggest surprise, but the way she ran across, it makes the most sense. And then I guess seeing Natalie Cook kind of really starting off her first year at Oklahoma State strong, 15:24.
Yeah.
I mean, what was Caitlin Tuohy's first 5K in college? It's probably weird because of COVID, because so Caitlin Tuohy's first 5K in college was an outdoor 5K, 15:47.
Yeah. It's apples to oranges because this race is set up to go extremely fast.
True. Okay, then
you're hopping into it. You have two pros pacing you. You have a pro winning the thing. This is just a different type of race.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But still.
Yeah.
It's shows, that Cook could be
Cook is great.
in line once Tuohy, gets all of her titles this year, maybe half of next year when then she goes pro. Cook could be setting up herself for being a really good, her junior, sophomore season.
Okay, on the men's side, this race was really exciting.
Yes.
Down the stretch.
Let's show the finish first.
Yeah.
So let's bring up the YouTube clip.
You had Kai Robinson in the mix. Drew Bosley was in the lead, up there with Nico Young. You have Alex Mayer, and then you have Eduardo Herrera, who now competes for Under Armour. He's a Colorado alum. But yeah, we're showing this will be like the last 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
No, it's almost done. Last lap.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, last lap. Nico Young goes for it. Kai Robinson goes for it. Mayer right behind him. Herrera in third. But I mean, this was the Kai Robinson that I think we were thinking we'd see in Stillwater.
Yeah,
goes 13:11 in this race, which is number 3 all time, and just outleans Herrera and Alex Mayer. Alex Mayer also timed at 13:11, so he's number 4 NCAA indoors all time.
Yeah, it's wild how deep this race was. You look at, I will be honest, I labeled this the deepest NCAA 5K ever.
Was it?
I did not do my research. I just assumed. I mean, eye test told me it was the deepest 5K ever.
Were you wrong?
I don't know. If someone wants to find another race where, what place was last in that race for the men?
You're talking just the collegians, right?
Yeah. The last collegiate ran 13:39. The second to last collegiate ran 13:34.
Yeah. Well, and just up top, you got 2 13:11s. And then you have Bosley 13:13, Nico 13:15, Faye 13:16, Klinger 13:17, Graham Blanks 13:18, and then Parker Wolf 13:19.
I brought up on the win, but the 16th fastest collegiate right now is 13:33. Nicholas Scudder, who we love at Charlotte, did not have a good NCAA cross, but still love you. He ran 13:33.69, and he is not currently qualified for NCAAs.
Yeah.
Imagine telling that to. I remember there was, I think it was Brian Schrader at this meet, or was that Indiana meet or BU meet? He went out and ran 13:40 something in December.
Yeah.
And Saucony saw that and was like, we're signing him and he's going pro.
Yeah.
13:40 something. He ran 13:42 or whatever. I'm not sure exact time. And that was enough to earn a pro contract to leave school and go pro.
Yeah.
Now you have someone running 13:33 and they're not even good enough to be in the NCAA championships.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Parker Wolf got the U20 record as well, US U20 record. So men and women.
And he also is going to hold on to that best name.
Parker Wolf?
For the next 4 years.
Yeah, however long he chooses to stay in college is how
Parker
long
Wolf?
He's going to be out.
All name team right there. What were your thoughts on Nico Young getting 4th?
You picked him to I picked him to win. I didn't think he'd break the NCAA record. You picked him to win and set the NCAA record. Listen, it kind of turned out how you said it would, where you just have a bunch of people together and then whoever can kick can kick.
Yeah.
And if you have it in December, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have it in February or have it in March. So I think he's fine. I'm now not worried about it. He didn't completely fall apart. Still ran. The goal was to get the qualifier.
Yeah.
He's going to get a qualifier. He can focus on qualifying on the 3,000. To me, it was more, okay, Kai Robinson, now you got to consider him a legit threat, whatever was going on. And he was fine at the end of cross. It wasn't like
he won the Nuttyco meet.
Yeah, NCAA cross. Yeah. It's not as if he got 100th, but he wasn't contending for the win. And it looked like halfway through the season, it would be him up there contending for the win, not Charles Hicks. So whatever that was, it's gone now. Like you could make a claim he's the favorite for NCAA in the 5,000.
New segment alert. We're starting a new segment alert. It's called the gun to your head.
Okay, that's
it's a really short
really
segment.
Violent.
Gun to your head. Who's winning the 2023 indoor NCAA 5K?
Charles Hicks.
Charles Hicks?
Yeah. But I think Robinson's down in the mix. You have a nice little NAU versus Stanford thing here. What about you? What do you think?
Nico Young.
Okay. Is there anybody we're forgetting?
I mean, Alex Mayer.
I'm not forgetting him. We just talked about him. Was there anybody who wasn't here who could get in there?
I don't know. I think Alex Mayer is the one that has the best kick.
Okay.
Because we saw it in the... I mean, Dylan Jacobs.
Wait, where are we? Albuquerque?
Albuquerque.
Altitude.
Yeah. That's my hurt Stanford.
Okay, I might change my pick. Nico Young is my pick. But also, they'll probably go out conservatively maybe, and then it will turn into a kicking contest. Although I have a hard time believing.
They're doing.
So remember, Albuquerque was when it got canceled because of COVID.
And they had a plan.
We never got to
Whose
see
day is
what
NAU.
Yeah.
NAU had a chance to win the meet.
We guessed what their plan was going to be, I think, on maybe episode 3 of the podcast.
Yeah.
Whenever it first started, it was like the NCAA indoor preview. And we spent a lot of time, you, me, and Lincoln, picking out what we thought NAU's best strategy was going to be. And I think
they had 4 or 5 guys in the 5K.
And I think we all decided, it's at altitude. They're going to try to make all the other teams hurt. And then did you talk to Mike?
Yeah, that's what they were going to do.
Okay.
And I think they were going to use Ryan Raff potentially as a sacrificial.
Yeah.
And be like, Ryan, you just go for it. And then Luis and Jordy and all the other guys can just kind of chill.
Because it was Luis, Jordy, Tyler
Day was still there, yeah.
So they had a squad. So are they going to be able to qualify that many guys? I mean, they already got 2 in, right?
Well, now they need to have guys run sub 13:33 to qualify.
Yeah. Well, who's on that list? Hasty,
Santiago Prosser,
potentially, Kusha, but he'll probably focus on the mile, we'd think. And then Raft, does he still have eligibility?
Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe just the 2 of them do what they did in cross, Bosley and Young, and then go it adds such a interesting dynamic in the distance races having it at altitude. So, all right. Next topic. NXN.
Well, there were some good 3Ks.
Okay. Never mind. We're not going to do that. We're going to talk about 3Ks.
Yeah. Sorry, Fuad Masioudi. Did I say the name right? He ran 7:44. Pretty good.
I think it's Masawi.
Ran 7:44. Craig Engels was in that race. Ran 7:46.
Mm-hmm.
Got 3rd, I believe. And then on the women's side of things, Kaylee McCabe, she won.
Yeah, close race for her.
In the 3K. She ran 8:50 over Olivia Markievich of Notre Dame. Also ran 8:50. Close race there.
Yeah, real tight one at the line.
I'm going to have to upload that one to YouTube so people can watch it. Or go to our website and sign up for FloTrack.com. You can watch the full replay.
All of it.
On our website. Or you can watch it on YouTube. Why are you being quiet?
Is there any other races you want to talk about from BU?
Yeah, I want to talk about the mile.
Okay, go ahead.
It was a 4:32 mile on the women's side.
I'm just giving you some time.
The men's mile was 4:07. There was a 1:48.800. I can go on. I watched the entire BU meet on Saturday. Okay. It was World Cup.
Yeah.
BU. Then wedding. That was my Saturday.
Nice little Saturday.
Yeah.
Nice little. Okay, can we go to NXN?
Let's do it.
All right. This race is wild. On the boys' side, Aaron Sahlman wins it. Brother of Colin Sahlman, going to NAU next year. The 3rd best Newbury Park guy this year behind Lex and Leo Young.
Unanimous 3rd best guy on Newbury Park.
Yeah.
Based off what was happening last year and all of this year.
And he was the 3rd best Newbury Park guy in this race for over half the race. And then Leo took over, and inside a mile to go, it looked like he was going to run away with it. And 400 meters to go, it still looked like he was going to run away with it when Sahlman started moving up. And then Sahlman makes this crazy pass going up the last hill and moves past Leo Young, who eventually finished 11th. He went from 1st to 11th, all within the span of 200 meters. It was crazy how everything changed so quickly. And if you go back even farther to 400 or 500 to go, he had 4 or 5 seconds on 2nd place. I don't even know what his lead would have been on 10th or 11th. But Sahlman just kicked like crazy. We know he has good speed. He wins it. Newbury Park won easily, even though Leo was 11th and Lex was 35th. And Lex Young was up there for a good long while as well, taking this pace. But Daniel Simmons and Tyrone Gorgie got second and third. One thing that stuck out to me when I'm watching this, as someone who watches a lot of collegiate cross country, a lot of professionals running, you had all three.
I'm the one that watches the collegiate cross country.
You watch more. But
okay.
I watch a lot.
Okay.
So you had all three of them up there from Newbury Park, and it still looked like they were racing each other instead of working together. And when we saw them dominate running lane last year, it was kind of similar, except there was like all five of them were basically up there. But when you see pack running in college, it just looks different than teammates running next to each other in high school. It still looks like they're trying to one-step each other the whole time instead of just like, hey, I'm going to get shoulder to shoulder with you. You tuck in behind. Let's just chill. Part of it, shorter distance, 5K. The other part of it's just experience and maturity. And maybe the gap back isn't as big, so you don't want the other people on the other teams catching you. But it looks more like competition than collaboration a lot of times.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's just like, gotta get yours when you can get it. You're in high school, obviously this is a team national championship, but in this situation,
just go for it.
You're just going for it, kind of treating it like Foot Locker, or I guess it's called Champs Sports Championships.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Formerly East Bay.
Formerly
Foot Locker, yeah.
I think Prince was once its name as well. Mm-hmm. Madonna and all that stuff.
You have a gift card probably too.
I think Taylor Swift has the originals of the original Foot Locker.
Foot Locker, Taylor's version?
Yeah, Foot Locker, Taylor's version. Yeah. We should make that happen. But yeah, Aaron Sahlman was a surprise. Yeah. No one saw it coming. And it makes you think, Aaron, we saw what his brother did this year. Mm-hmm. Wasn't like what we thought, what I thought it would be.
Yeah, use first person.
What I thought it would be. But Colin is still young. I think he's still going to be a great NCAA athlete. Sure. Just needs another year under his belt. Aaron Sahlman, do you think this performance is something that will translate immediately to the NCAA 10K?
No.
Or do you think it's...
Nothing happens immediately.
Okay.
But it makes me think...
Where should I rank him in the 2023 cross-country rankings?
It confirms what we knew.
I'm going to rank him 20th.
It confirms what we knew.
I'm going to do it.
Where are you going to put his brothers?
Brother's still at like 150.
Oh, okay. No, it confirms what we knew, which is he's really good, massive talent, and that team is so deep that you can be the third best guy on the team and then win. This has never happened in history. Yeah. Never in history has the third best guy on a team
won a national
title. It's just not, it's not going to happen. In high school. In college, we've probably seen it happen on some rare occasions of like, oh man, because the talent is just stacked and concentrated in specific places. So it makes sense. Brandon says it was the first cross-country win of Aaron Sahlman's high school career. Has that ever happened before? No, it is? So he's never even won a dual meet?
Hold on. Is that right? Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. Is that his first win ever?
Gordon is going to dive into the
he's third, seventh, fourth, third, eighth, fourth, second, third, sixth, fourth, third, 48th, sixth, second, 21st, 20th, second, 94th, third, 151st. That is wild. Yeah, that's timing it right.
If you're going to win one, win the national championship.
Your senior year.
Yeah.
That's cooler than anything he's ever going to do the rest of his life.
That's insane.
Like people, my greatest memories when my first child was born, or I won the Olympic gold.
Yeah,
winning your first cross country race after how many attempts? How many attempts did he have?
Yeah,
he ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25th. So
he's 1 in 24.
Yeah.
In a one race winning streak.
Would you rather be 1 in 24 with the one being a national title, or 24 and 1 with the one loss being in nationals?
No, yeah. Well, it's the one, assuming the other 24 didn't get you a national title. You want the national title. Because people like us, you're not watching every single invite or dual meet maybe. You just assume.
He's like the 2007 New York Giants, get into the playoffs as wild card 10-6, and then go and beat the undefeated Patriots.
Brent says Aaron has never won due to Colin and the twins. Yeah, that makes sense. But I figured there was some dual meet where they didn't run, or some smaller
there's got to
meet.
be something.
Or maybe he was in a different section in a meet, right? Sometimes those invite sections, they do them by grade, and maybe he had that opportunity. Or obviously he can run with Lex and Leo. So one time maybe he would have beaten them or finished in front of him. But for 4 years to never win one until the national title is just incredible. Yeah, people are commenting on his speed. Because Aaron is best at 3,000 meters or less for sure, but if he wants to go for 10K, then good luck.
He's never won a race over a mile.
Yeah,
in his life.
Well, that's what Brent is saying too. When you talk about forecasting what he's going to do next year, he's a shorter distance guy.
Yeah, he's a miler.
Maybe he's the guy who's going to put the DMR over the top. That's where you're going to be.
Every year I say
NAU DMR.
NAU DMR. This is their year, and then
but maybe this is the guy. So I'd say let's not count on him. But he doesn't need to be that guy, right? Can he fit into the Brody Hasty role?
Yeah, it was a miler. Yeah.
Can he get 40th?
I don't know. This is wild though. That's the coolest stat. 25 cross country races, never won, and then he wins the national title. Also, the fact that you can go 0 for 24 and be eligible to run at nationals is also kind of cool.
Well, there's a bunch of people. Most of the people in that race were probably 0 for a lot.
No.
Well, the fifth best, it's NXN. There's team races. So if you're the sixth guy on one of those teams.
But to win it.
Well, right. Yeah. To be eligible, though, they technically were eligible to win, the sixth guy.
That's true.
And they ran 16:42, which is faster than I would have run. So shout out to them.
Aaron Sahlman, mile. Time for another segment of the gun to your head segment.
Don't like the name of it.
How fast will Aaron Sahlman run the mile in 2023?
What's his PB? What do you got there?
4:01.
4:01?
No, I lied about that.
He's going to become the 152nd person to break
4:01.
I'll say 3:58.
3:58?
Yeah.
His brother ran 3:56.
Yeah, I'll say 3:58.
Slower. Okay.
Yeah. Those opportunities don't come that often.
Okay.
It's tough. It was funny too, the Newbury Park team, like they had a guy break up the youngs there.
Oh, wow.
Braden Seymour, he got 24th overall. He finished after Leo and before Lex. So, and he is he's a 12th grader as well too. So
he going to UCLA?
Not sure where. I didn't look him up. I mean, they still won by a lot, and part of it was because we talked about this last week with the way NXN is. A lot of those are individual qualifiers that you're falling behind. So Newbury Park still scored 1, 4, and 7.
Even though their number 3 runner finished what?
He finished 35th.
Yeah, see that doesn't happen in NCAA cross country. The 35th place finisher in NCAA cross country doesn't score 7 points.
7 points. Yeah, exactly. Well, because I looked at the total score, I was like, oh, this was dominant, but not as dominant as last year. And then I was like looking where the youngs were. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
How do they score this low? Well, you have all these individual qualifiers in there as well too. Newbury Park though gets another. I guess if last year that was Running Lane last year the de facto national title because NXN didn't happen. NXN this year plays host to Newbury Park, winning a team title.
Talk about the ladies.
First, though, this is a good one. Brandon says, chat's doing great today, by the way.
Chat's doing great.
Shout out to the chat.
They're excited about the potential Santa Claus gift card giveaway.
No, I don't even know if they were in on this.
Okay.
They probably didn't get in here that early. They maybe overslept, but they're commenting fast and furious. Brandon says, those opportunities don't come that often, which was me. It's kind of cool to read someone quoting you from 2 minutes ago and prove you're wrong. As in the olden days, you say something and then you post a podcast and then on Twitter,
you get fact checked. Yeah.
6 hours later, 12 hours later, maybe 2 weeks later, when the meet happens, you're previewing. Someone's like, "Hey, you're an idiot," but it's fun. It's fun.
To be called an idiot 2 minutes after doing it.
Well, he just says Gary Martin at a league meet, hold my Gatorade, because Gary Martin last year showed you don't need to be in a big time situation. You don't need to be at a Brooks PR or Pre-Classic or Arcadia to run fast.
Also, hold my Gatorade. Great use of that line.
Yeah,
I like that.
It was well done all around. Comment of the day, maybe to Brandon.
Oh yeah, we should have that as a segment. Maybe if you have the comment of the day, you get the gift card.
Yeah, the gift card. Man, we're gonna be sending out a lot of mail. Can we mail stuff from here still?
Yeah.
Where do you leave it from? No, here. I mean, at this location.
I could just put it in your mailbox.
I know, but I like to. Okay.
That's all you got to do. We all can mail from anywhere.
Isn't it amazing? Shout out to the Postal Service,
Yeah.
right? The band and
They deserve a gift card.
All right.
Let's talk about the women's race
Yeah.
or girls' race. What are you supposed to call it? So, girls' race, right?
Yeah, with high school, they still refer to the boys and girls. Different type of race.
Yes.
More dominance displayed. Irene Riggs from Morgantown, West Virginia. 16:40, wins by 14 seconds. Went to the lead early, and then just good old-fashioned domination from Riggs, Gordon.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be honest. We haven't been keeping up with the high school scene on a week-by-week basis the way MileSplit has. So check out their podcast and their coverage on milesplit.com, or if you love the high school talk. So we kind of come in at the 11th hour and be like, hey, Irene Riggs won. Where's she going to college? Let's talk about that. But no, what she did was pretty amazing, especially when you kind of look at historical precedent of that race. She goes undefeated this year. She wins it in almost a record-breaking time. How far away was she from?
3 seconds, I believe.
3 seconds. That's not a lot. 3 seconds.
You snapped your fingers as if it would take 3 seconds to snap your fingers.
That was 3 seconds right there. But very impressive, especially when you're flirting with a record that is held by Tuohy. And
16:37.
We see what Tuohy is doing now. It looks good for you. She's going to Stanford from West Virginia. What do you think her trajectory is going to look like based off of this performance?
Don't know with any of these high school kids. But it's significant that you're winning by 14 seconds, right? It's significant that it's not even coming down to a kick, but we don't know. So enjoy the moment. Enjoy the high school title. Those things don't happen every now and then. And if you're someone like Aaron Sahlman, even winning a race doesn't happen until you get to nationals. So, yeah. I mean, congrats to her. West Virginia all the way to Stanford, going to be a big change in terms of weather and obviously just the level of competition for any athlete going from high school to college is going to be a drastic change.
Okay, you said we don't know?
Don't know. We don't know.
We actually do know.
We have no idea.
No, we know exactly what she's going to do in 2023.
Oh, in 2023. No, I don't. What is she going to do in 2023?
She's going to run 9:43 in the girls 2 mile. And then she's going to run 4:31 in the mile.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you knew that already.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No. High school, you don't know. We don't know.
You do know.
I don't.
9:43.
4:31.
4:31.
Okay. Well, it's okay. What if she doesn't run a mile race? What if she doesn't run a 3K?
I don't know.
It's high school, you know? You never know what sort of distances they're running.
I'm just saying. 9:43, 4:31, book it. Those will be her PRs walking onto campus on Stanford in the fall.
Enjoy your high school title.
And she will be
Enjoy the high school title.
the number 2 runner for Stanford next year.
Well, that'd be impressive.
It's happening.
They got a lot of talent on there. Chris B says she ran off course and had to duck back under the flag.
Ooh.
Slowed her down a bit with the confusion.
She's got a little Parker Valby in her.
She didn't run off course.
Yeah, but off tangents. It's close enough. That worked out.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. That means she has room for improvement. It's like me and putting on the basketball shoes. Got room for improvement.
It all comes back to Gordon. Any last comments before we go? Leave them in the chat as we wrap up this exciting Monday show.
Okay, I have some comments and questions for you.
It was not a question directed to you, Gordon. It was for the chat. You're not eligible.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
So this is week 1 of 4.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have some breaking news. Breaking news, Colt. You ready? Oh, Colt, we do lose Colt?
We lost.
Ready.
Okay.
No, this isn't
All right, breaking news.
Ready.
Brazil is up 2-0 over South Korea in the
Get
27th
it? You're
minute.
making fun of my Duke
Oh, wow.
breaking news announcement.
Oh, 3-0. It happened as I was talking. I've never actually seen that happen on ESPN.com. The score literally changed on the main page as I was looking at it.
What I'm trying to get to, the question, we
missed all the goals, man.
there are 4 weeks in December. We're in week 1 of a 4-week run of December. You look at the racing calendar, it looks kind of bleak.
Yeah.
We do have the Foot Locker Taylor's version champs going down next week in San Diego. So one more cross-country race for all the marbles. But after that, there may be a couple track races. There were some track sprint races we're going to talk about Wednesday and Friday. Texas. Ryan Huron ran sub 60-second 500.
Are we going to talk about a 500 record?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the 500 record.
Okay.
We'll deep dive on that.
There's nothing
on
Gordon
Wednesday.
loves more than 500 and 300 records.
But wait-
Nope. I stand corrected. 600 records.
What I'm trying to get to is we do 3 podcasts a week. So we're going to
For
be...
now.
For now. We're doing more in 2023. Spoiler alert. 3 times 4 is 12. We're already one down. We have 11 podcasts in December with no track and field happening. What are we going to do in these 11 podcasts when there are no races going on?
You spent that whole time doing all the math just to say, what are we going to do on our other shows?
Yeah, well,
That was it? That was the question you had for me?
I'm just saying, this was a great episode.
Do you want to
we
talk
had
about it?
literally a national championship.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had NCAA quality 5Ks,
Yeah.
the Valencia Marathon, and now it's winter season, and it's we need a
tumbleweeds.
we gotta keep the fans entertained. You gotta keep me entertained. I gotta entertain you. What are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, we could do end of year awards.
Okay,
You already talked about predictions.
predictions.
A good trick I like to do is do the predictions instead of the beginning of January. If you really need something the last week of December, that's when you deploy the
Okay.
predictions. You're going to try to dunk. I'm going to try to bench. So
Okay.
that's an episode right there, or maybe 10 minutes. They're doing Athlete of the Year. Or have they announced those yet? That's today
Athlete is announced today.
in Monaco. Yeah, let me check. I might actually have some more breaking news on that.
Which we save for the Wednesday pod.
Let's check in my sources, aka Twitter, and I will refresh to see. So we can talk about that. Maybe do some hypotheticals.
They announced the female rising star,
Oh,
Adriana Villalobos.
see, we can break that down. Yeah, we're gonna end the show right before
They announced
that,
Athlete.
so we can do that on, which is the best time, which means it's as old as possible by the time we get to Wednesday. Yeah, something will pop up.
Okay. I'm just saying. I think
What are we looking forward to?
We need to send out a feeler to the chat to give us some topics.
If
to
the
talk
chat's
about.
like this, we could just answer chat questions.
we need a chat
Most
to come
time.
in. When there's no track,
Yeah.
you need the chat.
Yeah.
This becomes the Flow Chat podcast, not the Flow Track podcast.
Yeah, sure. I mean, half the time they were talking about doping, but then we transitioned about midway through, and we got some good questions, which is fine. People can ask us about that stuff. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't really have a unique perspective
I'm
on
just
it,
saying.
other than
I'm
I
getting
hope
worried.
people aren't
I
doping.
feel like December's going to feel bleak because we're going to be talking about.
Trivia. We can do trivia. You
Okay.
like trivia.
Should we play Tiefer's game?
Tiefer's game. Colt can help us with some improv games.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff we could do.
All right.
Colt, what's your favorite improv game?
Ooh, there's some cool short form ones. There's probably one that's good, bad, worst. We give
Ooh.
good, bad, and the worst advice for a problem. We can maybe do that.
Ooh. Good, bad, worse for an athlete. Suggestion what they should do.
Or like an event, like for example, the 800 for the men.
Good, like if you were coaching Fred Curley, what would be your good, bad, worse advice?
Yeah,
Good advice.
that's a good one.
Run indoor. It'll be fun.
This is good. This
Worst
is Colt,
advice?
man. Way to go.
Yes.
What, another great contribution from Colt.
Thank you.
I hope the people in charge see how important you are
Hey.
to this team.
I have to check with the head of podcasting and see what he thinks about the
Someone get
ideas.
that guy on the line. Someone get that guy.
All right. It's been a good podcast.
Yeah, it's been a great podcast.
Like, subscribe, sub to our sub pod.
sub to
It's
our
$5 a
sub
month.
pod. Yeah,
We're doing it. Probably Colt's out, so we'll probably do it next week.
he is out. Well, you didn't tell me that. Head of podcasts. You need to tell me that stuff.
I'm telling you right now.
Okay, cool.
Real
figure it out.
time management.
Tampa Eagle didn't know that we did the World Cup pod,
Oh,
so that's why the question came up.
okay.
Now that there is that World Cup pod, I think we've bought ourselves a little bit of time, but not a ton. So thank you to Cole for producing. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, email address, FloTrackPodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe to the YouTube page, FloTrack Podcast. Become a member. We will talk to you guys on Wednesday. Have a good one.